This is DRF, Race of the Day. Hi, everybody. Dan Oman, Mike Beer, the DRF Race of the Day for Saturday, August the 14th. It's at the Spa. It's a good one. Let's throw up the field for the Grade 1 Fourstardave Handicap. We're going a mile on the inner turf. Download free formulator past performances for the Fourstardave on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. And we say this every year, Mike. This is your favorite race because you love the King of Saratoga, Fourstardave.
Yeah, I did love him. I don't know why you try to say you can only say that to try to get me in trouble. So I'm not going to comment on it this time. He was a really, really good horse, though. This is a good field, Dan. What's up with the three mares in this race? What's going on?
Interesting that there are three mares, I guess, when Got Stormy became a Grade 1 stakes winner. Didn't she win the Fourstardave a couple of years ago? Everybody wants to try, and the expected pace might come from one of the mares, a very fast one. Let's throw up the Timeform US pace projector. The 8 Blowout just bottomed him out last time out. Now, she's missed some time, Mike. She had a little physical issue. I wonder if they're going to try to tribuvon this field with Blowout from the outside post.
I mean, I guess they'll just go, right? That seems to be her best running style. She does have a lot of speed. There were a couple of horses with speed to her inside, too. So I guess we'll see how fast she has to go if she's going to try and clear.
Let's take a look at the horse to beat, however, and that's the number 1, Raging Bull. This horse has always had a tremendous amount of potential. He was second in this race in 2019. Chad Brown's brought him back for his 6-year-old campaign. He has shown a lot more tactical speed. Now, let's watch his last start. The Grade 3 Poker. He's the beaten favorite in this race, but he was close to a very fast pace. He's kind of in tight in behind horses, and he has to kind of alter course through on the inside. And Alexandra got the right pace set up, the right trip on the outside. Watch Raging Bull, though. He's beaten, but he fights hard at the end.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, this horse ran great in his first start back this year. He's always good off of layoffs, Dan, but it felt like even in that Maker's Mark Mile back in April, it felt like that was even a step beyond what he usually does. It felt like the best race he's ever run, even on that race. Very close, or closer than usual, to a really fast pace and a big finish. At first blush, when he got beat in the Poker at 3-5, my first reaction after the race was typical Raging Bull. He's such a phony. He'll win, one good race, and then he'll come back and he'll run like that. The more you watch that race, though, the more, at least I think, he got really unlucky not to win. I think he ran another good race last time.
The 2 Whisper Knot's likely to be close to the pace. He's been banging heads with some of the better horses on turf in Southern California. His last race was the Shoemaker Mile, and he ran into Smooth Like Straight, who came back with another bang-up effort on second in the Eddie Reed, a Grade 2 with a triple-digit buyer. That being said, this horse, the winner of the San Francisco Mile, likely to be chasing a fast pace while taking on tougher competition.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of trip he can get in here, and I don't know if he doesn't, get the right trip, if he's good enough to beat this field. It feels like he kind of wants to be forward, Dan. That Shoemaker last time, that pace was pretty quick, and he was out there on the outside the entire way trying to contest it. All in all, I didn't think he ran terribly, but if he runs another race like that, he's probably not beating this field.
I think Daddy is a Legend's a great story. One of the mares that we're talking about in this race, she was a graded stakes winner at 2, graded stakes winner at 3. And just consider, if she had a couple of better trips, her resume would even be more enhanced. She was kind of a hard luck horse, maybe in her prime, but it looks like George Weaver's gotten her back into her good form. Let's watch the Just a Game. Her second start of 2021. This is a very good field. Altica, Summer Romance, the 2 Godolphin horses run 1-2. You're going to see Altica dive down to the inside. She wins this race. She wins the Diana in her next start with a 102 buyer. Daddy is a Legend. Really hasn't given up any ground late.
Yeah, she runs fine in this race. I mean, she got an overall good trip. Had to look at it in the upper stretch. Not as good as the 1-2 finishers. Pretty good third for her, though. She's been running okay, I think, since they've come back from the layoff with her again. 4 times she's placed in Grade 1s. Then still doesn't have a Grade 1 win. They'll try and get one for her here. I'd love to see her get it. I think it's going to be pretty tough.
Casa Creed's won 2 in a row for Bill Mott. The question is it because Mott's found what Casa Creed wants, and that's sprinting, and now he's going back to a 2-turn mile? Let's watch the Grade 1 Jaipur, Belmont Stakes Day, 6 furlongs at Belmont, fast pace, far behind, comes with a very strong run to earn a career best 105 buyer speed figure. Is he as effective going a mile?
I mean, I think he is. Certainly, it's possible that he's just really improved with the slight cutback in distance, either 6 or 7, which, as you can see right there in the Jaipur, really enhances this horse's closing kick. He was much the best winner of that race. He was a really good winner, 2-back going 7. So maybe it's the cutback to sprint that's helped him. I personally don't necessarily believe that. I'd be willing to give him another chance and here at a right price. I think he gets a mile just fine. And I think this horse has always been good, Dan. Maybe he's just gotten even better this year.
He was third in this race last year. The only other time he earned a triple-digit buyer. Set Piece is the 5, coming into this race off 3 consecutive victories for Brad Cox. He beat 2 minor next out winners last time out in the Wise Dan. That was an easy win. He was kind of last on the rail, turning onto the second turn, in between horses. Florent Giroux found the hold down on the inside, and he burst right on through. Very confident win for Set Piece. Now he gets the acid test.
Yeah, he's in good form in this race, so you're going to step him up to a grade 1 at the right time and just see if he can go with some better horses here. His running style, I would say, is maybe not great for this race, Dan, because it feels like, in my opinion, anyway, the 2 horses that he has to beat, they're also very strong finishers and maybe better finishers than Set Piece is, but this horse has been good.
Got Stormy, won this race in 2019, finished second in this race last year. She certainly can handle the boys. She's banked over $2 million in her career. And in that Jaipur last time out, she was beaten by Casa Creed. She was close to a pretty fast pace. She's tactical from a distance standpoint. She's very versatile.
Yeah, very versatile. They tried cutting her back and making her a sprinter last year, much like they're doing with Casa Creed. I guess that worked out. They got some success out of that. Now they're back to going the mile. I mean, we know that she can win this race. She's already done it, Dan. I don't know if I feel like, that was back in 2019. I don't feel like she was as good last year as she was in 2019. And I don't know if I feel like she's even as good as she was last year so far this year. We'll see what she does. I could root for her. I'm not betting her.
Mike Maker found a great spot for Field Pass last time, didn't he? The grade 3 Baltimore-Washington Turf Cup. Only a 4-horse field. Let's watch that race. Slow pace. Field Pass got into the pocket. The rail opens up, and here comes Field Pass at 3-5. Going to battle with Ramsey Solution, who had all the best of it up front. Field Pass will get his neck down. He's a very honest horse, but he's facing worlds tougher from a class standpoint than this race.
Yeah, stepping him back up here off of a little bit of a confidence builder maybe in this race, Dan. I was surprised early in this race that they conceded the lead. You knew it was a short field. You knew they weren't going to go fast, and they conceded to Ramsey Solution. We're still able to outfinish that horse. They step him back up here. I think he's shown in the past that he can go with horses like this. I mean, to me, his first 3 starts off the layoff this year are all better than they look on paper.
Blowout, the speedy mare trained by Chad Brown, never off the board from 12 lifetime starts. And it was good to see her get the win last time out at Churchill Downs, the perennial bridesmaid. In her prior 4 starts, she finished second in all of them while beaten less than a length in all of them. She got it done with a different tactic, so to speak. They just run and gun from the gate in the Distaff Turf Mile, and she was able to hold on. I didn't love the field she beat in that race.
Yeah, I didn't either. I still don't know what to make of that race because this mare opened up a long lead in there. It just didn't seem like she was going fast, and yet she had 10 up the backstretch. I don't know what everybody else was doing in there, but they weren't trying to race her. They couldn't catch her at the end. I have no knocks on her, Dan, as you've already pointed out. She shows up every time. Just look at her record. 8 seconds or thirds in her career. I don't think she's ever been beaten by a length. All of them are less than a length. She's a really good horse, and if she gets to the front, she's dangerous in here. I'm just not a big enough fan of hers to want to bet her.
Top pick time for the 4-star Dave. I think we agree that Raging Bull is the horse to beat, and I won't be surprised at all if he wins at a relatively short price. I'm with you. I think Casa Creed can get the mile under the right circumstances, and I think he might be the third choice in here as David Aragona has him on the board.
That's why I took him for all those reasons. I do think he'll get the mile. I think, I don't know how the pace will play out in here, but I don't think he's going to be compromised by it either way. He doesn't have to be that far off it if they don't go that fast in front of him. I don't know. I think Raging Bull's way the horse to beat in here, but I'll take a little shot against him at a better price.
Same triple for us. 4-1-5 in the grade 1. 4-star Dave at the Spa on Saturday. Good luck.